All right, you're looking at the MSI U123 Wind Netbook. This is the reincarnated next generation version of the very famous MSI Wind Netbook, which was extremely popular when the netbooks first started, when the whole craze happened. Now here's the next generation, very nice little netbook, just kind of your average netbook specs, 10.2-inch LCD, but now it's an LED-backed LCD, so that means you're going to get even more battery life than you did before. It's actually the N280 Atom processor, which is a little bit faster, so you do get a bump in performance. That's going from 1.6 to 1.66 gigahertz. 1 gigabyte of DDR2 memory. You also get a 160 gigabyte SATA hard drive. They upgraded the wireless from being BG only to now being full N spec wireless. That's 300 megabit per second, over 1,000 meters of range. Very nice wireless card. Also has 10100 Ethernet and Bluetooth. So all really nice features, but there is one defining factor about this version of the MSI U123 Wind. This is configuration number 033US, by the way, and the reason it has a separate configuration and what makes it so good is the battery. As you can see, this thing's angled. That's because it has this massive battery. Take a look at that. That is a 9-cell lithium-ion battery, 8 hours and 15 minutes of runtime on this monster. So not only is it a huge battery, which requires that you basically don't have to take your charging cable with you anymore, but it also acts as kind of a little typing stand. So it's very nice if you like to type on it. Just like that. It's very convenient to use that, and that's basically it. Now let's talk a little bit, let's give a little quick tour. We'll start with the display. First of all, you're looking at a webcam right there. So that is a 1.3 megapixel webcam, not to be confused with the 0.3 megapixel webcams that you see a lot. It is a 10.2-inch diagonal screen. It's 1024 by 600, which is a standard resolution for all these 10-inch netbooks. Like I said, N280, 1 gigabyte of RAM, 160 gigabyte hard drive, but the display is powered by Intel's GMA 950 graphics chipset. Now we'll move over to the left-hand side over here. First thing you're going to notice is a hole for a Kensington lock. Then you're going to see your power input right there where you stick your power cable. 2 USB 2.0 ports are right there. Moving on to the front, you do have your trackpad right here. 2 buttons. It is recessed, so you can feel when you get to the edge of it, which is nice. Over here, a ton of indicator lights, more than I could probably list off, but let's see. Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, sleep mode, charging the battery, hard drive activity, num lock, caps lock, and scroll lock. Wow, I actually got them all. Impressive. Coming over here to the right-hand side, you have a 4-in-1 card reader that's going to do your MS Pros, your SDs, and your MMCs. Right next to that is the third USB 2.0 port, input and outputs for your headset and your microphone, a 15-pin D-sub VGA port, and last but not least, this is where your 10100 Ethernet is going to go plug in if you want to use a standard Cat5 cable. Now, the whole thing is loaded with Starter Edition Windows 7, so basically just as powerful and just as fast as regular Windows 7. The only thing is you can't change the background. That's the most basic thing that you're going to lose. There are a few other things, but not really important. Plus, if you know how to do it, there are ways to get around that whole little rule that Microsoft has imposed on Starter Edition. But that's basically it. The U123, this is a specific configuration. It's configuration number 033US of the U123 Wind. So if you want to get this one, it's going to give you the much larger 9-cell lithium-ion battery. And the color on this one is a very nice blue, I might add. Nice blue right there. And it does have a little racing stripe on the inside. Let's see if I can show it to you guys. Zoom in right here, Jimmy. Come on. It's so hard to see, but you do have a little tiny blue racing stripe right there, and it matches the outside color. Very, very sporty. Very nice little netbook there, the U123 Wind. If you have any questions on it, you guys can feel free to email me, and I'll see you guys next time. For more information on the MSI Wind U123 netbook, type in M455-10201 into any major search engine.